Hey everybody, and welcome to It Came from Tubi. So Tubi is a great streaming site, but they also have original movies, and it's our job to watch them. And this week we watched Broken Bonds, a 2026 film, one of the newer, I think maybe the newest. No, I think there was one before it, but one of the newest Tubi movies out there. And there's a kitten to lighten the Tubi mood, but Jared asked for something a little different because the thrillers were getting kind of samey. So I think this one kind of delivered a little different. I mean, the end was kind of the same as all Tubi movies end. But we'll also see some familiar faces in this Tubi, in Jared's Tubi expanded universe, the TCU. Um, so let's get started. And right away, it's from Silverline Entertainment, who make a lot of these Tubi movies. We've seen a lot of them. Dylan,
Mm.
he's in there. And here we go. And we start with Pumpkinhead. No, just kidding. We start with a lady running through the cornfield. We'll talk about corn later, but and then she turns, or she thinks she's safe, but there's someone behind her. Who is it? We don't know. It goes to the it goes to the title screen, Broken Bond. So we start off. I'm gonna have to try to remember everyone's names, but the new girl, her name is Nia, and she is trying to put some drinks on her platter. Much to Tanya's dismay, she's like, "Just take it slow." Jared's like, "She can't go any slower." What are they drinking? Like fizzy. Doesn't look like beer. It just looks like fizzy,
Those look
fruity
like little
drink.
teas.
They look like fizzy, fruity drinks. So we're in this Detroit bar. I forget what it's called, US 25 or something like that. Whatever freeway you have there up in Detroit. She comes back and she's like, "Man, those guys, they won't stop staring at me. Those guys are really drunk, but they gave me some big old tips." And the Tanya's like, why the heck does she get big tips? It's because you're kind of a jerk, Tanya. And this is our third girl, Stacy. She's like the main bartender. But Tanya, she's not too thrilled with the new girl, and she's wondering why she gets tips and she doesn't. Meanwhile, we get a welcome home party. Welcome home to Chase. Chase is home from prison. And I'm not making that up. He's really been in prison. And here is his brother Victor. Victor might look familiar to some of you.
You get parties when you get out of prison?
Yeah, sure, man. Why not? Wouldn't you want a party? It is
Not with
kind
a
of
criminal. No.
it's kind of awkward. Like what? What if you were like a killer
Mm.
and they're like, "Welcome home, murder." But good to be home. No, but I'm sure it happens. So there's a party. Victor's like, "Welcome home." The mom comes up with these like I could not figure out what these things were he was eating. They look like empanadas to me, but maybe that's just because I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of pastry or something like that. Look at the mom's house has all the like Tubi trappings. It's got that giant clock. Every
Mm.
Tubi movie has that giant clock.
Do they have Vosses?
True, and that weird like Five Below art or stuff like that that all of the rooms have. We go back. And this is Ricky, and he's the boss. He owns the bar, and he's like, "Good job, Tanya. How are you feeling?" She's like, "Yeah, so far so
Mm.
good. With these tips."
I got $1.
And Tanya's like, "Hey, when are you gonna like move me up?" Which was weird to Jared because he doesn't think you can
Can't really
climb.
go up.
You can't really go up. She just wants Ricky's job. Just make her the owner. Still picking out on those empanadas or whatever they are. They do look cheesy. I don't know. I was very confused because I thought maybe they were beignets or something because they look very doughy too. But Victor's like, how's it going? Toast to you getting out. But then Chase is like, hey, Are you in the game? Get me back in the game. And he's like, you just got out. Just take a
I'm
couple more
ready to
days.
sell to college
Yeah,
kids.
he wants to sell some. He's like, this is right near a college town. I can make a lot of money moving product. And Victor's like, no, I don't want you to do that. Go back to jail for
He's like,
accusing.
you just got out. We picked you up today.
He's like, this is all I think about. You remember that? He's like, this is all I think about. Tiny goes home and this guy makes the funniest faces. This is her landlord. He's like, rent? Where's my rent?
And she's like, fix the bloody door.
It's like, you got my rent. He's like, I'll have it next week. Dang it. Stacy goes home and we learn her dad is sick and needs the treatment.
He needs a treatment.
He needs that treatment. We're not told what the treatment is, but he needs it. And they have a nurse too. She's there. And then Anita goes home and she has the crappiest boyfriend you can have. He's
He's abusive but weak.
he's a he's a paper abusive tiger. And he also like lives out in like a cabin. Like, why would she get with this guy? What drew her? He's like a serial killer or something.
He's very creepy.
He's a very creepy man. And he's like, where you been? And she's like, I was at work. And he's like, why didn't you answer my call? And she's like, because I was probably working. And he's like, that I don't care. If I call, you answer. And then he takes her purse. Cause she's like, I just want some. I just. He's like, why do you
Oh,
need a job? I provide for you. And she's like, I just,
I
I
want a
just want
little extra.
just a little extra money. And he grabs her purse and he does this. He like, because she's like, what are you doing? He's like, stand off. He's like, don't move. Takes the money, pockets it, and tells her to put her 2 weeks in. Chase goes to the park to see if
Did
he
this
can.
guy ever come back?
This is Marcus. I'll tell you what happened. And Chase is like, yeah, give me the game. And he's like, nah, Victor wouldn't like that. And he's like, Victor gave me the money. He's like,
He
okay.
said it was fine.
Yeah,
He
he's fine.
practically said do it.
He's like, you gotta get in that game.
And then Marcus was like, oh, okay.
No, and then this weird lady comes to the park and starts rubbing all over his car. He's like, hey,
She's a lady of the day,
I
Joseph.
guess so. The lady of the afternoon. She's like, is this your car? And he's like, yeah, I'm driving it. And they kick poor Chase out because he's like, dude, I'm trying to get with this girl. And Chase is like, I want to sell drugs.
You guys stink.
So he gets on the phone. I don't remember who he calls. Stacy goes to Ricky. Ricky reminds me of the boss on Smiling Friends. If like the boss was a real human.
Is this not the dude from Remember the Titans? Because the whole time I was
No,
like, that is the dude from Remember the
it's
Titans.
not. This guy, like, if they, the Smiling Friends when sometimes they go to like live action, he could do the guy.
She
Stacy,
wants more money
yeah, she's like, I need a raise, and he's
because
like,
she
I don't.
needs one treatment.
Yeah, he's like, I don't have extra money. We're barely making it at this bar, and
You guys don't flirt with the
yeah,
clientele?
he tells her that if you want more money, maybe you should like smile and like be nice. And she's like, oh, she don't like that idea. Never tell a girl to smile. Uh, and then she goes to the bar and she spills some whiskey and she gets very upset. She just drops an F bomb in
Well,
front of
apparently
everyone.
there's whiskey on the bar because she blames somebody and then it makes her spill whiskey.
Yeah, yeah, that
I
was
was
weird.
very confused.
Yeah. She like F bombs right in front of all the customers. Um,
They have Pizza Hut cups for some reason.
they do because they have like food. You can order a Coke if you want. You don't
But
have to.
usually at like bars that have food, you just drink when you eat.
There's
You
some
don't get like a
people.
Coca-Cola.
Some people go for the grill and not the bar, Jerry.
Yes, the families they go and they
I'm talking about me. Stacy runs to wash off her whiskey hands in
she's like, I got whiskey hands.
Nia's in there like I don't know what she's doing,
He's
makeuping or
like,
something.
"Are you crying?
Yeah, she's like all disturbed that she's like, shut up. Maybe you should stop spilling the whiskey.
Do your job right.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't do
If
anything.
you were running around here at lightning speeds, there wouldn't be whiskey on my bar."
And then Nia gets a text from David who says, picture 2 weeks in. Don't forget. We meet this guy. I forget his name. Kurt or something like that.
Craig
Craig, yeah. uh, he's trying to hit on
and his
Nia
father.
and his grandpa, Pop Pop. Um, my screen froze. Hold on 1 second.
She comes to the table and she's like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Maybe you should smile. Remember me from yesterday? We were having a good time."
Yeah, and he tells her, you should smile, and she does, and then he's like, you better learn some respect or something like that. I don't remember, but because she's new, and she's like, you should know better. Um, so Ricky comes in, flying in. He's like, oh, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, you better teach your girl respect. And Ricky's like, oh, okay, let me get you a drink on the house.
And
But
he's
then,
like, "I'm not thirsty anymore."
yeah, I'm not, come on, Pop Pop. But then he like pulls a gun out on Ricky and he's like, I'm the only reason this place survives. And Ricky's like all scared. Later he comes and he's like, dude, you guys could have lost us our best customer. What are you thinking? And they're like, yeah, maybe you should protect your waitresses. And he's like, oh, that's a good point too.
A lot of good points.
So it's time for the girls to
For a
bond.
second, I thought there was hot dogs on her neck.
He always wears headphones, it's time for the girls to bond. So Nia's like, because Stacy's like, I'm sorry that I blew up at you, and Nia's like, that's okay. What's wrong with you? And she's like, well, my dad needs the treatment, and I don't have enough money for the treatment. And Nia's like, that's too bad. And then they're like, what about you? And Nia's like, well, I have this boyfriend that's like terrible and a psychopath. So I'm trying to get money to leave.
He's abusive, but if you smack him, he folds.
Brittle as. And then I guess Tanya's only problem is that she can't pay rent and she wants to be the boss. She wants to own that place. She just wants a hostile takeover over Ricky. And then the three girls like cheers and they're best friends now, super best friends. Um, which I don't know, a trio of girls. That's never a recipe for a fun time. Um, so Tanya goes out to throw the trash, and she sees Marcus and Chase doing a deal with
They're
duffel
doing a
bags.
deal, but his headlights are on.
Yeah. And then you hear Marcus like, "What the f is this, man?" Or "What is this BS?" And he's like, "That's not what I think it is." Chase is like, "I know that's not what I think it is." But then you hear gunshots, and they're both dead. Because Marcus shoots him. I don't know how he got the shot off. Do you remember? I guess he just did. So, am I frozen again? Dang it. Let me pause. Okay. So where were we?
Two men
We
just got shot.
two men just got shot. The girls run out and like, what happened? And they see Tanya with the duffel bags, and she's like, look at this money.
Look at all this fat
And
stacks.
they're like, don't touch that, you idiot. That's evidence. And she's like, oh, no, I kind of like this money. And she's like rubbing her hands all over it. And they're like, you're stupid. We hate
We're
you.
calling the cops. And
Yeah,
she's
we're
like,
gonna call the
"No, we
cop.
could use this money.
Yeah, and
Don't you need a treatment?"
she's like, this is a gift from Jesus. I was like, what? Whoever says that. Um, so the girls don't think it's a good idea. Like, oh yeah, a present from Jesus. Drug money. Uh,
Maybe Jesus is some dude
so they go in to call
in
the
Detroit.
yeah maybe, but they go in to call the cops. But then Stacy gets like a call from the nurse, and the dad's like not feeling well, and the nurse has to leave, so she's got to go. So she's getting in her car, and Tanya's there, and she's like, "Hey, what about money for the treatment?" And she's like, "Shut up, I don't want to talk about that." But Tanya throws the money in Stacy's car. So the cops arrive. I forget their name. Do you remember their names? They all have like first name, two first names.
Isn't his name like Chris or
No,
something?
Ethan,
Ethan.
Ethan, and she's like Carla or something like that. So they arrive. She talks to the witnesses, and they're like, "We didn't see no money. Yeah, we didn't see
They're
nothing."
like,
And
money? What money?
yeah, and he like talks to the other guy, and he's like, we found all these drugs, but we didn't find any money." And he tells the partner they have the money, and she's like, "You think?" And he's like, "I know." So we get the first smart detective.
Because they're the guiltiest sounding people who have ever been.
I know. And the first smart detective of Tubi history. We get back to the girls, and they're like, "Let's use this money." And she's like, "We can't give it back. Your fingerprints all over it." So they're like, "Okay, you could use the money for the treatment. You get the money to get away from your boyfriend, and I get to pay rent." And so they all go
You
to
get like 500 bucks from the
yeah,
bag because you just gotta pay rent.
isn't rent? Um, so they decide to hide the money in a safe at Ricky's bar. And Tanya goes home, packs, and she's about to leave when Mr. Trouble is back. And she's like, "I don't want to be with you anymore." And it looks like he really is going to cry. He's just like all
Mm-hmm.
broken up. But then he
Because
like,
his voice is very like shaken.
yeah, he's like, "What?" And then he like body slams her to the ground. He's like choking her, and he's like, "You think you can leave?" And then she grabs this book, not
She
a
Jason Bournes him,
not a particularly big looking book or anything, and she smacks him. And you don't think that would do too much, but he's
but
on the ground like
he can't even
wheezing. He's
breathe.
like, it's like the book punctured a lung or something. And then she takes off.
Knowledge is power, Joseph.
Knowledge is power.
This is
Meanwhile,
dumb.
Victor, why? Victor's at
He's watching
home.
a game like no dude has ever watched a game. He's
I
like,
know. He's like,
oh,
he's
look at
like,
that. Wow.
he's like
Oh my goodness.
laughing. He's like, yeah, let's go, let's go, let's
Usually
go.
guys are like, yeah.
And then he's like,
And then,
that's my boy.
but he's just like, oh yeah, look at him today. Look at him do it. What is he doing?
Yeah. In my head canon, he's watching SpongeBob because that's what
Mm,
it sounds. Because when he's like, "That's my boy," that's SpongeBob.
mm.
But then he gets a call, and he runs, and I guess it's the hospital, and he runs, and
He's like, my baby.
yeah, the mom's like, "My baby, they killed my baby." Um, so they go to the bar, and this safe. You're thinking, why can't Ricky get in the safe? Well, we are told that Ricky has forgotten the password or the combo. But Tanya still knows it and pretended that she didn't know it because so she could hide her smokes in there. Um, and then Tanya or Nia's like, "Hey, Stacy, things got real at my home. Now I need to stay with someone. I'll
She's
give you
like,
some."
I got an extra room. You can be there as long as you need.
Yeah, because she's like, "Oh, I'll give you some money, some of my money for the some of my share." And Stacy's like, "No, I'll just stay in my house. It's fine." The cops come to talk to Stacy, and she's like the most guiltiest person you ever see. She like,
Also, her music's so loud it can score the movie.
yeah.
And they're like, hey, can we talk to you? And she's like,
US 12 is what the bar is called. But anyway, she just looks super guilty, and she like turns away when they ask about the money.
they're like, did you know there is a murder that happened outside your bar? She's like, I left before that happened.
Yeah,
And they're like, You didn't hear anything? I was wearing my headphones.
They're like, you didn't see the cops pull up? And she's like, I went out the front. They go to the back. And they're like, you're very suspicious. Victor goes to the police station and he's like, how dare you? You know, you got my brother killed. And he's like, Ethan's like, better watch it. And he tells him, hey, it had one of your friends happened to be there. And, he killed uh, Chase. Victor is shocked. So next we go home and we see Victor in what was that guy again?
Marcus?
No, that's not Marcus. Was the guy that got shot.
Oh, Craig?
Craig and Kurt something. He's like, "Where's my money?" And he's like, "I don't know. Why is my brother dead?" And he's like, "I don't know." He's like, "You got to clean up this mess." And we're told that Victor's dad was a drug dealer and who was like a real big deal. But
The best
Victor
drug dealer.
Victor just wants to be a humble drug dealer. He just wants,
He just wants to pay rent.
just wants to pay rent. Stacy's like all flustered by the cops coming, and she breaks a glass, and Ricky's like, "Whoa, you okay?" And
Oh
she,
yeah, she breaks the glass that she used to shake because she like elbows it.
yeah, he's like, "You got this, girl." She's like, "Yeah." Victor goes to the bar because I forgot about the part where Kurt's like, "Yeah, these three girls at the bar talking about, everyone knows they have the money. They just can't stop talking about it."
Everyone in Detroit knows.
Yeah. So Victor goes and he meets Nia and he's like, "Hey, weren't we married in a movie?" And she's like, "Yeah, we were in that divorce lawyer movie." And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's where I know you." And then he like wants to talk to her. He's nice and he's like interested in her and ends with Nia giving him her phone number. So rapid development in the relationship. Ricky, he's watching the whole time, and he's like, "You're right. Get to work, lady. What are you doing?"
Now you're flirting too much.
Someone's pasta's up too. Someone served that pasta.
And he's got a giant thing of spaghetti and then this drinking. That sounds awful for the tummy.
And then we see Victor walking down the bar, and we see Ethan taking pictures of him. Mysterious. The nurse is like, "Dude, your dad needs the treatment. There's nothing else we can do." She's like, "Dang, I need that treatment."
The actor for Stacy was in The Divorce Lawyer too.
She was? I don't remember her. I guess she worked at where she works, maybe? Maybe that was her
Was she
friend?
the frightened secretary?
Maybe. Oh, maybe, yeah. The divorce lawyer. Yeah, it's all coming together. So the mom's like looking at a picture of Chase. Victor's like, dude, it's not my fault. And she's like, it's all your fault. And he's like, it's your fault.
Your dad was a respectable drug dealer.
Yeah. And she's like, as soon as I learned you were dealing dope, I should have moved us all out of here.
His dirty, filthy money paid for this house and everything. You should be grateful.
Yeah. And she's like, if it wasn't for me, you would never be born.
And he's like, duh, that's every person.
She's like, no, I could have, not raised you or not birthed you. And he's like, oh. And then he's like, if it wasn't for you, I'd still have a brother. That doesn't make
Oh,
sense because
and then like hurt it, like the actual words like hurt her 'cause she's like,
she's like, oh. Doesn't she slap him?
I don't,
Yeah, she
yeah.
does. She slaps him.
And he's like, I can't do this with you right now.
So Victor runs
He
home
gets his
and
little treasure chest full of goodies.
yeah, he goes and finds his pill collection and organizes them. Sits on the couch for a long nap, but then Chase is like, hey,
The long nap.
yeah. And he's like, hey, it's all your
I
fault,
mean,
man.
that was your fault, dude.
Yeah, and he's like, well, oh, he wakes up, oh,
Like the meanest ghost.
yeah, the pettiest, meanest ghost. Um,
And they're like,
Stacy's,
the nurse is like, your dad needs the treatment like yesterday.
yeah, she's like, I'm gonna get you that treatment.
I will pay for one treatment.
Victor dumps his pill collection. He's done, man. No more pill collection for him. He puts them in the toilet, and then Nia calls him, and he's
That
like,
no, that's weird.
and it's weird. It is weird. She calls him, and he's like all coughing, and he sounds like he's like sick or something. She's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "No, I'm having a real bad day." And he's like, "My mom blames me for my brother, and
I just
I,
ate my pills like cereal, and it's
yeah, I lost my dad, my brother, and my mom." He says. Ethan's going over the video evidence of Victor, or he's looking at Victor's pictures, and she's like, "What you doing?" And then he like explains the backstory. He's like, Victor's a drug
my dad was the
dealer.
best cop, and his dad was the best drug dealer.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess my dad, did his dad bust him? Uh, His dad,
No, his dad shot his dad.
okay, yeah. So he's been trying to arrest Victor, but they can
Yeah,
never find evidence. Victor and Nia go on their little,
this just cute little date,
I guess.
but with Neosporin or whatever the nasal spray is called.
She brought him nasal spray, and he's like, "Thanks for this." And she's like, "Yeah, I was on the way."
You
And
didn't
then
sound Claritin clear, so I got you some.
he tells her that he's in sales, or is it sales or realty? I
I
can't
think it's
remember.
realty.
And she's like, "Oh, that's nice." And then she's like, "Oh, I want to be a
Oh
fashion
no, because
designer."
he says his dad was a salesman too.
Yes. And she's like, "I want to be a fashion designer in New York." And he's like, "That's
And he's
pretty."
like, "You're as delusional as Dallas in
Yeah.
the."
He's like, "What's wrong with you?" So he holds her hand, and he's like, "You're real nice. I like you." She's like, "Okay." So they're all happy and walking out talking. But then
And then the toughest ex-boyfriend comes and smacks him.
smacks him with his bat, and Victor goes down. He's like, "Oof."
He's like, I got hit in the back of the head, but it didn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, and he's like, "You think you can leave me?"
And
And
he's like
she's like,
crying. He's like, you tried to leave me for this guy?
and she's like, "We can talk about it. We can talk about it." And he's like, "Okay, let's go back to my house." And she's like, "I don't want to go back to your house." And then Victor gets up and starts wailing on him, and he's wheezing again. He needs the nasal spray or something. Tanya catches Stacy getting into the safe, and she's like, "What you doing?"
Getting your cut?
And he's like, "I gotta get my dad needs the treatment." And she's like, "Oh my goodness, you should have told me."
Well, let's get your treatment.
So they like split it up, and she sends her on her way.
Also, they take the money out of
Yeah,
the bar and
it's
just do
weird.
this outside.
They do it outside in her car. But then, if you remember, she was like playing with the money. She like loved touching the money, but she didn't somehow find this recorder that was in the duffel bag, and she just finds it now. She's like, What is this Sony
And you
recorder?"
guys are probably thinking, well, maybe it was in like the front pocket and she just didn't look in the pocket.
No, it
But
was.
no, it was right with the
Yeah,
money
you could
still.
see it. You could see it on top of the money.
Oh,
Vic,
also, what is this guy's name again? I forgot.
Victor
Victor, he does the nice, dude thing in the morning and makes breakfast, but it's like toast
and eggs.
and like one scrambled egg.
She's like, "Thanks." And he's like, "You had a crazy ex-boyfriend. I get it." Stacy goes to the doctor office, and she's like, "I'll take one treatment, please." And she's like, "Do you take cash?" And this poor
And
lady's like,
I
"Yes,
guess,
I guess." She just starts piling the money on it. And this lady's like, okay." Uh, then she goes back to the bar, and Tanya's like, "Look what I found." And she's like, "What is that?" "It's a recorder." And she's like, "You won't believe what's on it." So they listen to it. And then
also, she just bought that treatment with the money. I think, and it's like a couple days when they get like notified of that, when the hospital flags that.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure they would call that day and be like, someone just paid for a treatment
Yeah, with like money, with cash.
with bill or like little stacks.
Um, so we find out the backstory, or we find out the twist. So the twist is Ethan gave Chase the money for the drug deal so he could bust Victor.
This is where Joseph was like, my gosh.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, he's not the smartest cop. He just knew it. What happened? Yeah, he's just a dirty cop. So yeah, Chase was kind of blackmailed into setting up his brother, but the deal went wrong, so they didn't get the money, and now the you know they're like, hey, where's the money from? We loaned you out some money. Where is it? So he's gonna get in trouble. He's gonna bring her down, and she's like, this is terrible. Um, they go back to the bar, and then what's his name, Kurt or whatever his name is, comes in with like a gun. He's like, "Where's the money?" And she's like, "Whoa, we'll get you the money. Hold on." But then Victor comes and shoots him. Look at him. He dies. Um, so Victor
I'll go
saves.
back one. Go back one frame. Oh, okay. I thought there was a red box in the background.
It's like lottery tickets. Victor comes in and he's like, "Dude, you guys gotta get the money, or Ethan's gonna get you guys."
Ethan's gonna hunt you guys down.
And
And she's
he's
like,
like,
oh no, I bought a treatment.
and then yeah, and then he's like, okay, this is the deal. We all, you guys take the money and go out to the country or so, or go find. Stacy's like, I know someone in the country we can all go to who
My
has a,
uncle has a farm.
yeah, she got a farm.
Remember this, uncle.
Yeah, we'll talk about the uncle. Um, but Victor's got some stuff to do because she's like, you want to use this evidence, and he's like, nah, they'll get us before we can even get the trial. And then he's got to hide the body. So they make the deal and they head their separate ways. We get Victor goes to this abandoned hospital or something. I don't know, school maybe. I don't know what it is. It's Detroit. Everything's abandoned. But so
Oh, I
he's
was
got
like, what? I don't remember that at all, but he just
the
goes in front of it.
he's got this dude in the trunk, right? And they all thought he was dead, but then he starts like groaning. He's like, "Ugh." And Victor just like he gets a shovel.
And he like presses it down. He doesn't like go.
Yeah, he doesn't like smack. He just like presses down.
Tanya was in the divorce lawyer as well.
Yes, she was the main girl.
No, that's
Oh no, Tanya was too. Man, I don't
yeah.
remember those two.
She was like the main girl's friend in that.
Oh, okay. Victor goes to the cops and he punches or he swings
Oh
at him.
yeah, they have their fight.
Yeah, he swings at Ethan, but Ethan dodges and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" And he's like, "You set my brother up. I have the evidence." Uh, he's like, "You're playing with fire, Victor." And he's like, "Guess what? I've already been burned."
I like how the other cops are looking like it's like a schoolyard fight.
Yeah, it's funny because like this bald guy he looks at him, he's like, "Oh, that was a good one." Yeah. And the partner comes out and like, "What was that about?" And he's like, "I don't know." Stacy's like, "Okay, Daddy, you gotta go." I guess she told him that she got a, because she wants to be a doctor.
She was
So
going to school for nursing, but she had to drop out because he
yeah,
needed the treatment.
so she told him that she's in some program now that they're sending her away, and he's like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "I don't know yet." And he's like,
And
"That's
he's
tough."
pretty spry after like a day of
Oh,
treatment.
yeah, I know that treatment working good. They don't even need the nurse anymore. Victor goes back to his mom. He's like, "Hey, it's nobody's fault, Mom. Mom, it's
So
nobody's fault. It was the cops' fault the whole time.
Chase was framed,
Yeah, the cops did it." And she's like,
which
"Oh,
is weird.
okay."
Why the ghost of Chase blamed me because
Yeah.
he.
And she's like, "Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we're all good now."
He's
He's
like,
like,
you do right, and he's like, okay.
and then he's like, "I'm getting out of the game, but I have to go away." And then Tanya goes back to, I guess she's getting her stuff, and the guy's like, "Oh, he was putting an eviction notice, right?"
Mhm.
And then she goes and she like tears it up and just looks at him and leaves, and he's
And
like,
then he's
"Oh,"
defeated, dude.
he's
He's just
like,
like, oh
"Oh
man.
man." So they hop in their Chevy Malibu and go to the farm, and
And this like lame like montage of getting to a place.
I know it just like to waste time or something. And they're like in the car and they're laughing. And she's like playing with their face, and it's weird. So they get to Uncle Tim. Was it Uncle Jimmy?
Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy, and he's like right out of a Hallmark movie. Good old Uncle Jimmy. It's kind of weird because she acts like a little girl, and he doesn't look that old.
They look like the same age almost.
I know. And so she's like, "Oh, Uncle Jimmy," and he's like, "Come here, Sprout." And she like jumps in his arm, and and everyone's like, "This is really awkward."
No, Tanya's like Stacy's
Oh yeah.
uncle's got it going on.
She's like, "Oh, he's so hot." Uncle Jimmy always wears a handkerchief. Like I said, right out of a Hallmark movie. It's like they they drove to a Hallmark movie. Yeah, Tanya's like, "Hey, Uncle Jimmy, huh? Where's
Where's Mrs. Jimmy?
yeah? Can I be Aunt Jimmy?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's gross." Uh, Wasting some more time.
What are they talking about?
She's like, "Oh yeah, this used to be my room when we came here, and we used to come all the
Mm.
time until my mom died, and it was really hard on my dad and Uncle Jimmy too." She's like,
Why
"Yeah,
isn't
that's
that dad here? Maybe
I
it's not
know.
his family, it's
You
an
think
uncle
that'd
on the
be
other side.
a nice place to rehab or something?"
Yeah.
So Stacy, Stacy takes her out to the like her favorite place when she was little. It's in the cornfield.
Mind the corn,
She
Joseph.
tells the girls to mind the corn. Like the corn's gonna jump out and eat them or something.
Let's sit under the magical tree.
Yeah, they sit under the magical tree and they have their magical fantasies. And she's like, "Yeah." Tanya's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mississippi. I'm gonna have a family and I'm gonna own a restaurant." And they're like, "Okay," because they're all thinking they still have the money, right? And then he was like, "I'm going to New York and I have this dress idea and it's like the best and I'm gonna be famous." They're like, "Yeah, right." And then Stacy's like, I'll just stay here and then I'll go be a doctor or something like that. I don't
No,
remember.
she says I'm gonna go study abroad. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she
go to
did.
Italy.
Yeah, she'll study abroad. So they're all delusional about getting away with this crime. Um, Ethan and the partner is like, she's like, "Hey, we got a call. Someone paid cash for a treatment." And he's like, "What the heck?" And so they're gonna go and they kind of figure out that it was Stacy. Oh no, they go back to Ricky's bar, and Ricky's like, "Where do I go, man?" And they're like, "Do you know anything about this?" And he's like, "No, they just left. And I don't have any bartenders or
I
waitresses."
have to cook, serve, and tend the bar.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you don't know?" And they like, because he's got like a envelope of money, and it's just like there on the bar. He's like, "I don't know anything about money." He's like, "You stupid idiot! It's right here." He's like, "Well, I got that, but I don't know anything else." And then Ethan like attacks him. He's like, "I don't know. I'm sorry."
Where's that dang money?
Yeah, and the partner's like, "Whoa, you can't just attack this
Calm
man."
down.
So it's time for a Hallmark dinner.
A classic Hallmark dinner with no meat.
Yeah, it's just mashed potatoes, carrots, and green beans, and that's what they're eating. Um, and so she says this thing. I didn't know this slang either, but she's like, "You could put your foot in this food," and he's like, "What?" And they're like, "It means it's good." And he's like, "Oh, this food is fire." And they're like, "Yeah, Uncle Jimmy." And then Tanya keeps hitting on her, hit him. They get a knock, and he's like, "Are you expecting someone?" And it's Victor, and Victor's here, and he's like, "I'm here." And Uncle Jimmy's not too happy about this because he thought, he was just here with the ladies, but now he's got a guy. So these two hook up. He's like, "I missed you." She's like, "I know."
I've known you like 3 days.
I know, but they're already. It's like they've been married before, Jared. Stacy gets a call from her dad, and he's like, "Where did you get that money for the treatment?" And she's like, what? And he's like, some detectives are here asking about the money for the treatment. He's like, oh no. So she freaks out and they're like, oh shoot, what are we gonna do? And Tanya's like, or Stacy's like, you're stupid, Tanya, you stupid idiot.
This
I
is all
hate
your
you.
stupid fault, Tanya.
And it's true, it is all her fault. But they're like, we gotta get out of here because the detectives are gonna come. Uncle Jimmy's like, hey, what did I miss? Um, Tanya runs to the cornfield because everyone hates her. So Stacy's, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I guess it wasn't all your fault.
Yeah, even though it was. And she's like, you'll never make it through the cornfield. No. Um, so Ethan arrives and he tells his partner, hey, there's only one exit, only one road out of here, so go guard it. And she's like, this is a bad idea.
I know. She's like, I think it'd be best if I just go with you. And he's like, no.
So he gets to the door. Uncle Jimmy answers. Uncle Jimmy has his shotgun because he's a farmer. Got to protect his land. Ethan's like, hey, I'm looking for some wanted people. Uncle Jimmy's like, hey, you probably need a warrant.
And he's like, I got your warrant right
Yeah, I
here.
got your warrant right here. So we hear a gunshot, and the partner hears it too, and she's like, oh no. So she's gonna drive back there. Nia and Victor run to the Malibu, but she forgot her keys. You don't have the keys, and Victor's like, "Oh, you dummy!" So he's like, "Hide!" So they hide. Ethan comes to the bar. He's like, "Victor, where are you?" And he's like, "My dad was the greatest. Your dad sucked." So he enters the barn. Victor opens the door and starts shooting. These guys are
Opens the
like,
door very slowly.
he's like, start shooting. These guys are like 2 feet apart. I mean, the car's like right here. He's right there. They cannot hit each other at all.
Yeah, it's
So
like the door, the car, and then Ethan.
it,
It's like 2 feet.
yeah, they cannot hit him. They keep shooting. Victor just gives up, throws the gun. So they tries fisticuffs. Uh, the detective wins, but then Nia comes and tries to smack him, but she misses. And then Victor has to save her, but he gets shot. And he's like, "Oh, run!"
He's like,
And
get off me.
yeah, and Victor's like, "One more kiss."
I
Um,
actually loved you.
and he's like, "Oh shoot!" So the girls run out to the cornfield. They're like, "What are we gonna
The
do?"
corn will save
The
us.
corn will
And
save
they run
us.
out to the corn.
But Ethan comes. So
And he's like,
Stacy's like,
you think corn can stop Ethan? And he
"Yeah."
just,
Stacy's like, "Oh, this is all Victor's fault. He told us to do all this." And he's like, "Did he tell you to pay for the treatment?" And she's like,
and
"Oh
she's
no,
like,
that."
ah, shoot.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh yeah, that was me."
Mm-hmm.
So they attack him, but he shoots both of them. I was kind of surprised. I was very surprised by the ending. And then the partner comes and he's like, "What are
And
you
she's like, why are
doing?"
you shooting people?
He's like, "This isn't what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like."
And then he gets this amazing shot off.
Yeah, he thought it, don't look shot. He's like, "Bam!" So she's down. And then, hey, it's the beginning of the movie again. So he finds Tanya. Somehow, oh, that wasn't Tanya. That was Nia. Somehow Tanya has survived. She just got shot in the shoulder or something. But Stacy, she did not survive. She's
And she
gone.
did.
She's gone, man. She's
The
off.
corn took her.
No treatment can save her
Hmm?
now. So, what happens? Oh, Ethan's like about to shoot Nia, but then his partner comes and shoots
He
him.
does shoot Nia.
Yeah,
And he's
she
about to
like.
shoot Tanya.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Mm.
okay. So he's about to take everyone out, but then the partner comes out. It turns out she got shot in the badge, so the badge saved her. Even
I
though it
guess you
looks,
do have to look at where you're shooting.
I know. I guess that no look shot wasn't that cool at all. Even though her badge looks like plastic.
I know. It looks like on Jingle All the Way when he gets the little toy
Yeah.
badge.
So Nia's down, and she's like, "Call the ambulance, Tanya." So we go to months later. And we find out that Tanya is the only one that survived, and she's in
Jimmy
jail.
survived.
Uncle Jimmy somehow survived because he's like, Uncle Jimmy came and got all her belongings. And then Ricky is like, he's there, the visitor. He's like super nice. And he's like, because he's like, how much time do you have left? And she's like, I got like 6 months left. So she only had like 8 months or something like that. I mean, I don't know how much you get for that crime, but she's like, it was all her fault. And she's the one that survived. And she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get out because, no one's going to hire me. But then Ricky, with one of the biggest cinematic twists of all time, he's like, yeah, well, everyone, heard the story and now the bar is popping and we need to build a second location because you guys are famous for some reason.
And
He's
you're
like,
gonna run the second location.
yeah. And
You
she's like,
moved
what?
up.
She's like, what the heck? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, because, no one's ever been shot in Detroit before. So it's like a big story or something. And she's like, oh, that does sound good. She got what she wanted, Jared. She got all she wanted.
This movie taught me that crime does pay, Joseph.
Crime does pay, but you can't keep your friend. But you have to sacrifice your friends for it. So she ends up happy, man. She gets what she wanted. She wanted to run that bar, so now she's gonna run a bar, and she just gotta wait a couple months. I forgot this part. Enrique's all happy for her. He's like, so, but it's time to go away. This was weird because the guard was like, he holds her shoulder like kind of weird. She's like, oh. He's like, it's okay. It'll be okay. So that was Broken Bonds, Jared. What did you think of this Tubi movie?
It was oh, it was okay, but then the ending happened. I was very shocked by
Yeah,
who died and then the whole bar
the
thing.
happy ending. It's like we gotta
Yeah.
have a happy.
I thought Nia would have
Yeah, I
lived.
thought Neo's and Victor would survive because they were in love, but no, they. I did. Yeah, I know. I did not expect Tanya to be the one to come out of this because it was all her fault, and she was the one that just wanted rent, and she just wanted money. She was doing it for like greed and stuff.
And the movie never made her like the main character.
No, we
It
barely got
focused on
any.
Stacy and Nia more.
We got like a throwaway line about her uncle being handsy, so she left the house when she was young and never looked back. But that's like all it. But she came out, you know, the the she came out spotless in this one. So what should you eat if you're gonna watch this Broken Bonds movie? Well, how about some classic bar food? TGIF, boneless chicken bites. I mean, they'll get the job done. It's not a,
I don't think that's classic bar or boneless nuggies.
yeah, boneless nuggies for your
Though
bar.
that's bar food.
Yeah, that's what they were eating at that bar, right?
I guess. I guess it was one of those indie hipster bars.
Restaurant style crispy, Jared. Those never come out crispy. I've had those before.
Because TV dinners are always soggy, unless you put them in like the oven.
So, Jared, I know you thought that the teen drama was done with Dallas and Drayton,
Oh my God!
but you were wrong because the newest Tubi movie is How to Lose a Popularity
Oh, I thought
Contest.
it was them.
Oh, you thought it
I
was a
thought
third
it was
one?
a third one.
They just pumped it out real fast.
Hmm.
But no, if you guys want to watch it with us, it's going to be How to Lose a Popularity Contest. So that's going to do it for this week for it. And there's a kitten. It's going to do it for It Came from Tubi. So if you guys like cheap, cheesy movies like we do, sorry for my camera keep turning off, but if you guys want to keep up with us, please like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we'll see you next time on It Came from Tubi.